Well, 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 look who came crawling back. Today we're going to talk about Ian idubbbz. I've already made a video about this guy. It was back before I started doing videos like this, though, where I talked about his horrible apology. Basically, idubbbz, Ian, that's about all the names he goes by, has become kind of a joke on the internet because he used to make legendary content that, basically inspired so many people. I mean, Content Cop was obviously the huge one, and that is still one of the greatest internet series ever. But personally, I still really enjoy stuff like Bad Unboxing, Kickstarter crap, the pickle videos, any of that. I think they're all just really good. But idubbbz kind of stopped being good after Content Cop. He kind of just started making this horrible content, and then he started apologizing for all of the good content. And, I think he should have gone the Filthy Frank era, or way. You know what I mean? Basically where Frank stopped making his videos and started making great music. So George Miller's become amazing. But idubbbz has pretty much stayed the same. Anyways, he posted a new video called The Failure of Creator Clash 2. I don't remember what the hell it's called. But it's about the Creator Clash 2 thing, which, in case you don't know, I'm not going to be the one to spread the whole idea about what happened with the Froggy Fresh drama. I think I'll just leave a video in the link in the description by some other YouTuber that will get you up to date on that. So if you don't know, then come back to this after.
Hello everyone. I have some bad news to share with you. I really don't want to share it. I feel terrible. This year has been a rough one, but this is the path that I chose, so I think it's best to be transparent. For Creator Clash 2, despite it being a fun event and despite good fights and a lot of creators sacrificing a lot of time, money, and energy, we lost $250,000 on the event.
Honestly, I don't really feel bad.
We lost $250,000 on the event. The way that this typically works for anyone who's unaware is that...
Honestly, I do think this has heavily to do with the drama. I mean, even though idubbbz wasn't making good normal content around the time of Creator Clash 1, at least he was still somewhat likable, but he just made a complete douche out of himself for the entirety leading up to Creator Clash 2. So, no, I did not want to support him.
All the minimums of, broadcasting, the hotel, travel, all that sort of stuff. Once that's all paid off, then we can start paying the charities. Unfortunately, we didn't even reach the break-even point, right?
Now, I will say I do feel bad about the charity thing because those people actually need the money, and they didn't make douches out of themselves.
Right? We're $250,000 in the red. I foolishly thought that the success of last year should be a minimum, a minimum for what we are able to do this year.
Bruh, I'm telling you, why no one showed up was because no one liked you. You kept doing dicky things.
Minimum for what we are able to do this year. And that wasn't true. There was a lot more to think about. I thought, okay, we're bringing on more talent, we're bringing on more creators. That should translate to more pay-per-view buys.
Well, it doesn't help that most of the creators you had are pretty irrelevant. They don't really do anything. We all want a idubbbz versus Sam Hyde fight, right? And we all want Mr. Gigi versus Chris James, well, maybe.
Buys. We're inviting more creator guests. I think that should translate to more pay-per-view buys. This is our second time doing the event, so more people are going to know about it.
Look, I know a lot of people in the comments are going to be like, you're being too harsh on him, but I'll be honest, the reason that I'm harsh is because this man meant a lot to me. I mean, he wasn't like a role model or anything, but he really inspired me. He made me want to make content. So to see him sink to such low lows, it genuinely hurts me.
Compared to 100,000 the first year. So I was wrong, and I feel a lot of shame because a lot of people were trusting me and trusting our team.
I wonder who was doing that. You do not seem like a trustworthy person.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
Charities and protect just the whole thing. It feels particularly bad because this isn't like a regular business where it's all a personal loss and I can just be like, oh, okay, I suck at business, and I walk away from it. All of the other fighters were, hoping that their charities got represented.
I wonder if Froggy Fresh wanted his charity represented.
And got supported for all their hard work. But we didn't have any anti-piracy measures we weren't prepared to deal with.
I'm shocked that someone would give enough of a shit to pirate it.
For me, I was just thinking, let's just avoid catastrophe. As long as there's, not, I don't know, a bomb threat.
But there was a bomb threat. I was the one that called it in.
Or anything crazy, we should be fine. This should just be like the first year. I don't want it to be more complicated than the first year.
Yeah, and I don't want your content to suck. You can't always get what you want.
There were between 1.3 and 3 million viewers. So even though there were around 50,000 pay-per-view buys, there were around 1.3 to 3 million viewers.
That is a lot of pirating.
And that's a little bit reassuring. It makes me feel
Is it though? Is it really?
Events the day before the fight and the day after the fight, so that fighters and friends and family could come together and process their trauma.
Process their trauma. Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
I went to bed. I got the shit kicked out of me by Dr. Mike, and then I went to bed, and then I woke up. The hotel was empty, and then I got on a flight and traveled 5 hours with my face completely swollen back to Seattle. And I was like, that was cool. That was so worth it. There was nothing. There was no processing my trauma. There was no talking to anyone.
I don't know what trauma you're talking about. I mean, your face would hurt, obviously. You got the shit kicked out of you. I mean, look at you. But, it's a boxing match. I don't think you were molested or anything.
Necessary, and I wouldn't change it for the world. As evidenced by the pay-per-view streams, it wouldn't have made a difference because we did half as many pay-per-view sales.
Come on, idubbbz. Just say you messed up.
For all of the food, the equipment, the travel, whatever you're doing to make all this shit happen. Aside from putting your streaming career or your YouTube career or TikTok on hold while you're training, it's not a huge reward. So I don't want anyone to think just because these fighters are getting $20,000 to basically just be a little bit less in pain after going through all this torment and trauma. I don't want anyone to get shit for that, because that is a minimum of what these fighters should be getting, in my opinion.
Alright, honestly, I think I'm done. This video is just sad to watch. It genuinely is sad. It's not even really funny, so I know this wasn't a very funny video. I'd check out my video on the Colleen's apology if you're new to the channel, because that's pretty funny. I say some funny things. Yesterday I did one about a crazy preacher that hates video games, so that was pretty good too. I might do a video tomorrow. I don't know. I'm kind of in a rut right now. I need some good content. I've said that a couple times. Yeah, something funny, something I can make fun of. That's all I need. So like and subscribe, and then like I said, if you're new to the channel, go watch one of my other videos, because damn near any of them are better than this one. This one's kind of just sad for me, really. RIP idubbbz career. In a couple years, no one will remember this guy. Love y'all. Stay safe.